it's Kira from Sweetest Times. This is my end of 2022 update. I did try to film a video last month, but I didn't feel confident enough to post it in the end. So I've worked on a lot over the past 2 months. Obviously it's been a lot of time, and there has been some really cool things that have changed in my household. But we'll start with probably the one that will be the favourite. Well, the ones that will be the favourite. Let me just grab that. At the start of November, we got 2 kittens. Hi. This is Kybra. They're both boys. He is our very affectionate one. He is a purrer and an eater, and they're both little chaos demons, but they are both very cute. We named them after ships in the Australian Navy, since both my youngest siblings are Navy cadets. Like, it's a teen program, so they're not actually in the Navy, and their group is Kybra, so that's why we've got Kybra. And the other one is Sterling, and one of my best friends who is in the Navy was once positioned on the ship Sterling, so their names both have meanings to our family. And if he lets me, I'm going to go try and find Sterling and show him off. So we've got Kybra, who's black and white, and this is Sterling, who's our all black kitty. They're probably about 4 months old now. They're pretty cute. Sterling's a lot more chill. Like, he's happy just to let you cuddle him as he naps. Anyway, there are 2 new additions to the family. They are super adorable, and I love them very much. I guess now we'll start with cross stitch, which is probably what most of you are here for. I have 2 fully finished objects. I have this one. I finally completely finished it in the hoop with some felt backing. So yes, I display that on my tea shelf, which right there. I am obsessed with tea, specifically T2. So I have a lot of their stuff up on my shelf displayed out because it's cute and it's stuff that makes me happy. So, and the other one I will insert a video of because I don't have one of them anymore, but I finished my little fish, so maybe that way. I did it! I managed to finish them! All 3 fish were done. This is the one I did first, and I unfortunately had a bit of problem with the fabric ripping, but that's okay. He was the first one, and it's all a learning curve. And I unfortunately had the ribbon too far down, so it didn't all quite get caught by the sewing machine, so there's a little bit of it falling off there. This one was the second one. Tail still looks a bit dodgy, but other than that, he's pretty nice. Ribbon's perfect. This guy is probably my best one. Not amazing, but I'd used backstitch to do the tail this time, so it's a lot less like frayed looking, and there's no sign of any of the seams and fabric ripping, so awesome. Probably the hardest bit was flipping them inside out, because you try to flip, because I did the tail as my open end, trying to fit it through that little section there was quite hard, especially with the ribbon. But I managed it, and they all look really cool. I will be giving this one to my grandma. Hopefully she likes it. I didn't quite get the finishing perfect. There's a few sort of rookie mistakes that I probably made, and the tails are kind of ratty because I didn't quite know how was the best way to finish them, since that was the spot that I left open to stuff. But they're super cute. I'm really happy with them. Yes, I made some mistakes, but I got some really cool learning opportunities. I did have 3, and I'd given the last one to my grandmother. She thought it was really cool, and she kept going, "Oh, she's so clever, she's so clever." Whenever I showed her, like, she wanted to see more of what my cross stitching was like, and she just thought it was so cool and so clever. Pretty happy to give that to her. So I definitely do want to make more little sort of stuffy type cross stitch finishes, but I don't have any works in progresses at the moment that would work for that. So for now, they get to sit and be cute. Okay. Out of my cross stitch projects that I am currently working on, I have worked on all of them in the past 2 months. I don't really set goals and stuff, I just sort of work for a decent number of stitches and then I move on to something else. So, to start with, I will show you this one, which is the Christmas memory jars. I have got it out of the magazine The Cross Stitcher. I think it's from one of the Christmas 2018 editions. If I can work out how, I'll put a picture of where I was last time I showed you. And this is where I am now. I have, if the lighting lets me, I have finished the first one, You're Getting the Tree, and I have done the words for making a snowman and put in 1 stitch on that one. I'm going to work on this one for a bit more. The festive season, while Christmas is over, the festive season itself still kind of continues on to probably about New Year's. And today is New Year's Eve, so this is probably going to be... I'll probably put it away for a little bit after this, but probably not that long because I don't have a lot of projects to rotate through, so I tend to come back to them pretty quickly. The next one is Beauty and the Beast. I mostly worked down here and I got that seam down the bottom done. I'm just back stitching it now. This is so cute. I forgot to mention goals. For my memory jars, I would like to get probably at least 1 row of jars done. So that's 3 jars, and I finished 1, so I reckon 2 jars would probably be a very easy to achieve goal over the year, and I'll make another goal once I achieve that. I don't like goals to be absolutely overwhelming, because I do have anxiety and find meeting expectations a very, not difficult task, but it's a very mind-consuming task, so big goals are quite scary to me. My goal for Beauty and the Beast is to have all the border designs done, so that way I only have the middle left, and again, I think I will be capable of achieving that goal a lot earlier in the year than the end of it, but I don't want to completely overwhelm myself. The next one I will show you is my safe harbour. That's what this one is going to look like when it's completely finished. I probably only got about 400 to 500 stitches done on this one, but this is where I am now. I got a bit of white up there, a bit more of the sails done, and the green in this section done. Not that you can really tell it's green, my lighting's not playing nice with me. My goal for this one is to get one page finish. I'm about halfway through a page here. It's only 4 pages, so 2 top ones, 2 bottom ones. And the bottom ones are really only like partial pages, so I think that would be achievable to aim to get probably the bottom one on the side that I'm working on and work my way up. I'd really love to have it half finished by the end of the year, if not all finished, but 1 page is a good starting goal to achieving that one. And last of all in my projects, I have Raven God. I have actually put in heaps of stitches in this, but because of it being full coverage on 25 count, a lot of stitches does not make a lot of obvious progress. And I am definitely still in background territory. It's honestly just looks like mud to me at the moment, but I know that when I finish it, it is going to look amazing. It's just getting to something that looks like something to start with. I think my goal for this one, since I'm going to do it square, like pick a colour in the top squares, maybe half a page would be good, like aim for getting half a page. So I'm going 10 by 10 squares within the page. So I'm doing the top row of 10 by 10 squares in the first page, and then I'll do the next row of 10 by 10 squares in the page. So I think half a page would probably be an achievable goal for this. I'm not expecting fast progress on it, because it's not one that I see progress easily on, so I don't want to reach for it as much as I do for the ones that obviously stitch up a lot faster. But I do want to work on this one. I do want to see progress in it. I want to start seeing something show up. It'll probably be a tree, but I'll fix that later. This one's probably going to come out after I finish what I want to on my memory jars, since that's the one I am actively working on right this second. But I think this will be the one to come out next, so I'll fold that up properly in a minute. So that's all my stitching right now. I do plan on working on my newest, well, my new start, starting tomorrow for a little bit, and that one is going to be Sunset at West Beach? West Beach Rock Sunset by Jeff Pitchard. And this one is actually a picture of a local place, so I'm really excited to see that. When I found that on Heaven and Earth Designs, I was so excited. Like when I saw the title, I was like, oh, we've got a West Beach. I looked at the picture and I was like, wait a minute, that is our West Beach. And it immediately got brought. It was really lucky that there was a sale on it at the time, but like, normally I look at a piece a lot more before I buy it, and that one was immediate. That's our West Beach. That is getting brought right this second. I'm really excited to start on this. Naturally, Mum is vacuuming, because you can't go into New Year's with a dirty house. So hopefully that'll be a start tomorrow. I can't guarantee it, and I can't guarantee how much I'll get on it, but... And... If I do start it, I think my aim for this year would be a whole page, because honestly I don't want to take 30 years to finish it, because it's something that means something to me now. It might not mean as much to me later if I'm living elsewhere in the world. I mean, it's still going to mean something to me because it's my hometown. It's where I grew up. I was born here. I did all my schooling here. That beach was right next to my high school, like, just down the road. And beaches have always been a part of my life. Beaches and boats and the ocean and fish. This is what you get living in a house with 6 people and 3 animals. There is always going to be noise no matter what. But that is everything for my cross stitch. I don't really have any haul for that. I'm still new to the hobby and my parents don't really get it. So no Christmas presents for that hobby. That's okay. So moving right along to knitting. I don't have a lot to show actively for knitting because I finished the Christmas gifts I was going to make, and they're awesome. The kids really liked it. Like, I babysat them yesterday, and one of the girls was still wearing it. Not still wearing it, she's obviously taken it off since I'd given it to her, but she was wearing it, and it was like, she likes it! I did a good job! So, yay! I do have a video showing them complete, so I'll insert that here. So I thought I'd do a quick video filming these before I wrap them up, because then you won't be able to see them. I did finish all my Christmas gifts. This is the first one. This is going to the youngest. I crocheted a little heart motif. I did that originally because I made this one up long before I decided to give them to the girls. And while my project basket, the mice came and ate a hole in it, so this is actually to stop the piece from unravelling. And we've got some pretty beads on the tassels, so this is for the youngest child. This one is for the middle child. So this is the one for the eldest. I had the end of the ball run out when I was trying to do the tassels, so they're a little bit crinkly. I accidentally sewed the motif, which is a star, a little bit off centre, but it's for children, so I don't think they'll care or notice. Well, they'll probably notice since this one's going to an older girl. She's about 9. But, like I said, I'm not really fussed if these are loved or not. They're just gifts because I want to give stuff. So I did white and this sort of pearly green. I had a different green, which was the plain one, but it didn't match very well with the sort of blue-green stripes, and I figured that matched a bit better. And since most of the tassels on the front are a more pinky colour, I figured the green would be better for the beads. And that's all of them. So I'm going to wrap them up now and work out how I'm going to give it to them, because I don't know when I'm next going to have them. Hopefully it's before Christmas. And other than that, I didn't do any makeup on the one that I also had started. I need to sit down and work out how to do it, so that's what's putting me off that. But I did knit something else. It's not very big, it's just... Ugh. Why do I have a crochet hook in here? Anyway. It's going to be a little pouch, so I've knitted it. I've just got to put it together, which won't take me very long. It's just sitting down and doing it, so it's just a little pouch. And you've got a little little button ring. So once I make this up, I'm just going to pop it in my handbag and put things like, hygiene products in it. So lip balm, hand sanitizer, hair ties and stuff like that in there, just so they're not floating around my purse, which is kind of annoying me at the current time. But I did this just because I kind of wanted something on my needles. Like, I felt like knitting, and the only project I had was one that I was up to making up, so I was like, no, I want something to knit. And I have currently satisfied that urge. I am now getting the urge to crochet. I haven't done any since I last talked to you, but I am starting to get that bug back, so hopefully I will have something to show maybe next month, since I do like to have something that's a lot more portable. I don't find cross stitch all that portable. I know lots of people have worked out how to do it, it's just not something I like to drag around. While knitting and crochet, you have your needles or hook and the ball of wool you're working with, so a lot more easier to take out. I did actually get some knitting things for Christmas. Just give me a moment and I will go show them off. So I got 2 balls of this yarn. This is relatively cheap acrylic, so it'll probably get used for something like the pouch I just made. So maybe I'll make a book sleeve or something, because it's not really wool that you want worn close to your skin. It's really brightly coloured, so it'd be interesting to see how that will knit up. And I got some needles. So I got, I think, 4mm, 5mm, and 10mm, which I think I have all these sizes of needles, but it's always fun to have extras, because then you can have more than one project on that size needle going at a time. And these are metal, so sorry. These are all metal needles, which I actually prefer to other types, since they're usually stronger and will last longer. My first pair of knitting needles, I think, were 5mm plastic ones, and I accidentally sat on them and broke them. So I don't like plastic ones all that much. I do prefer my metal. But yeah, nothing amazing. They're all pretty cheap products, but I'm not exactly making anything extravagant, so I can find something to do with them. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you next month. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to chat with you in the comments, so please leave one.